Hi, my name is Catherine Went with Syscon, and thanks for taking a moment of your time. Today I wanted to address an alert that many of our clients are getting in Sage 100 Contractor. So if you're not using that product, thanks for checking in. We'll catch you next time. For the rest of you, this is the alert that we get quite a bit in January and February, where people call in and they've logged into the program and it says the Sage 100 Contractor backup has not run. So I wanted to clarify what that is and when you should be concerned and what's actually happening. So what Sage does is at the end of the night, usually we set it for quite late in the evening, Sage will make a copy of the data set and it will save to a separate drive letter sometimes, but definitely on the same server. And it's a nice safeguard, and it runs the tune-up if everyone's out of the program. Sage started this a couple of years ago because they would get calls for support and people hadn't made backups, didn't have backups, and Sage was limited how much help they could give. So these are not backups the way an IT group would think of backups. These are copies, a moment in time. They're very helpful. It's a good routine that Sage is doing those, but they're not the backups that we're talking about when we're talking about your server and your data. When we're talking about those backups, we're talking about a routine, usually extra hardware, that would have incremental images, that would have usually an offsite component so that if the server died or if there was a disaster in the building, it could be recovered from the cloud, and that it would be moments in time so we could recover from a previous incident, for instance, a compromise or a ransomware attack. We could go back in time and recover the data. That's a true backup disaster recovery product, and your server should have that no matter what. So Sage is making these copies of your live data set each night, and that's good. When you log into the payroll archive or a fiscal archive, that routine is not happening anymore. It's not making those nightly copies. First of all, that would be a lot of space, but secondly, it's not needed. The fact that they're an archive means you chose a moment in time, made that data set, and set it aside. There is no activity. There are no changes in that data set. So that evening routine does not need to run. So if you get the message and you're in an archive, there is nothing to worry about as long as you know for sure that your server has a quality backup disaster recovery system in place. If you're on any of our servers for hosting, you absolutely have that. If you have on-premise servers with us, you probably have one of our Datto products, which is exactly that, a disaster recovery product with a cloud component. If you have any questions about this or you aren't sure or you see that warning and just feel that little sense of panic, give our office a call. We're happy to talk to you about it and make sure everything is okay. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.